Hey everyone, Josh Merhar here, and today I'm going to show you my stuff. I've had a bunch of people ask about the gear that I use, so I'm going to run through and show you the drums and cymbals and other things that I play on. So here's my stuff. So we got this snare drum, which is a Pearl Session Custom. It's a maple shell. I've had this drum for about 15 years or so. It's got that nice green burst finish. I have a matching kit right across the room. I think you can only see the bass drum in there. Beautiful kit, all sounds great. I love this snare though, it's rad. The toms and kick are Pearl Session Studio Classics, and they are birch shells with an inner layer of kapur, some type of exotic hardwood. And they're fusion sizes, so 10 and 12 inch rack toms, 14 inch floor tom, 20 inch kick. And they're in that nice matte liquid amber finish, which I think is just sexy as heck. I just slapped new heads on here just under 2 weeks ago, so everything is nice and crispy. I went all Evans this time on the snare. We have an ST for the batter, super tough. I think I just have a snare side 300 on the bottom there. On the toms, I have clear Evans G2s on the tops and coated Rezo 7s on the bottoms. So I got those clear batters, coated Rezos. On the kick, I'm using an EMAD 2 on the batter and an EQ3 on the Rezo. And right now I have nothing inside. It sounds huge. And I'm using a Tama Speed Cobra single pedal with a Vic Kick felt beater that's worn down almost completely flat. So those are the drums. Let's check out the cymbals. First, let's talk about these hi-hats. So these hi-hats are not actual hi-hats. They're two 18-inch crash cymbals. So they're big, they're chunky boys. On top, it's an 18-inch Meinl Dark crash. It has an enormous crack in it, like, this thing's not messing around. It's like 7 inches straight to the bell. It's a problem. And then on the bottom, I got this 18-inch Zildjian A Custom EFX crash that also has many cracks running through it. It is also a problem. They're super squishy. They have a nice sizzle to them, but I'll be honest, I do not like how they feel. They're not as responsive as I'd like them to be, especially when I'm using the pedal a lot. They kind of just wash out, and they just feel kind of mushy. And I think my next big purchase is going to be some actual 15 or 16-inch hi-hats instead of 2 crashes. The biggest reason I started doing this was because I own only one actual pair of hi-hats, and I teach for a living most of the time. So I would rather my students have the actual hi-hats to play on, and then I will suffer with the big squishy boys. This crash here, I got a Meinl Sand dual crash, 18 inches. It's got a couple cracks in the radius. Can't really hear them yet. It's not a problem for now. It will be soon, I'm sure. Over here, we got a 22-inch Meinl Sand ride. I love this thing, very crashable, but it also is real articulate, very well-rounded cymbal. Off to the right, we got a Paiste Masters 20-inch extra thin crash. I kind of want to just like fold it in half and bring it with me everywhere, very buttery. And we got this weird little stack down here. This is, I think this might be a first generation Mike Portnoy Sabian Maxx Staxx. I had this for over 10 years now, in case you couldn't tell. They are broken as shit, and that kind of adds to their charm at this point. So it's really two cymbals. It's this weird little China Kang thing. and a splash cymbal, 10 inches each. Clearly they've seen better days, but I'm still using them. For sticks, I've been using Vader Manhattan 7As these days. For 7s, they're pretty big. They're almost the same size as like a Vic-Firth 5A. They're just like a tiny, tiny bit skinnier, and they've got these nice little kind of barrel tips, nice and responsive. For footwear, I'm rocking some Adidas kicks, all about that three-stripe life. So right now it's February in Boston. It could get kind of cold, so you need a good coat. I'm rocking a Columbia coat. It's got that space blanket lining. It's very warm. This winter has been super easy though. I barely needed this. I'm usually rocking a nondescript shirt of sorts, same with a hat. Or I could go no hat, but the air is very dry, my hair gets very staticky, so I'm going with the hat. So yeah, those are the things that I've been using lately to play drums and make music and to live. I'll have a lesson for you next week. Thanks for watching and see you then.